up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, or an Austin bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove because I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Alright, don't make love. Alright, man.
Wanna see some more? I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Nashville. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Throwing to begin is Love. And that ball incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's in! Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Love. He keeps it himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Love. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. We'll go play action with Love. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan 1st down. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
And this ball incomplete. on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Love to throw it on first down. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are in the lead by the score of 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll be third down. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at the 7. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run on the jet sweep. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 20. Good for a Green Bay first down. To throw is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going for it all. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going up top. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 89 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one finds Lockett down the left side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. One final throw before the break. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from
Almost
Green Bay
through. Almost
out
through.
on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
He'll take off again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's going to run it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
The man in motion is Watson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Lockett brings it in out wide. He is in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Titans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A good play action with Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Packers. So, both teams trade. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On play action, Love. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll throw out of the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
To the left side, caught by Kelsey.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a pitch to Jacobs.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Now the first running back taken in the draft in April. It's Jonathan Brooks. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Green Bay. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Makes the score Packers 43, Titans 22.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Lockett headed in motion. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, it's Love. That one on target to Watson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw it on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. Ooh. And the Titans are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now, he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. It looked like the Titans were able to get back on this one. Indeed, they did so. Tennessee keeps the ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And this is taken in by the defense.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recovery.
That'll be incomplete.
I'll be back.
Just one more play.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.
Yeah.
That will do it.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
It's a win here.
Why don't you salute?